Hey everyone, it's Matt here, and today we're doing another manga pickups video, and as you can already tell, things look a little bit different. So we're actually going to be using my phone camera, my much newer phone camera, as the main cam, and actually using the older camera that I've had since 2014, and I've been using that on YouTube. We're using that as the backup camera, and we should be doing that for future videos, although at this point, by the time this video comes out, this will be a future video, and the other ones will have adopted the phone cam, but we're going to see how this goes, at least for the recording of this video. This might be an anomaly. So we also, by the way, have the audio with the Blue Yeti right here. So we're going to see how this goes together. And speaking of three ways of filming something, this is the trifecta, the holy trinity of stuff that I got. Not just the amount of stuff, that's actually more than three stuff, but the sources, getting stuff from Right Stuff, Amazon, and eBay. Really should have filmed this around Easter, or at least released it around Easter. So let's actually get to this manga, and even some manga that I opened up before this video. Why? Well, let's get to all that right now. So first we're going to open up this bad boy, which is technically already open because I had to make sure which was which. So this is actually Hide and Closer Volume 3. So this I ended up getting through Amazon because thankfully it still was in print, but it does look like it is very much going out of print. So if you're a fan of this series or want to get into the series, again, it's only 7 volumes long. I've yet to check it out yet, but because of its short length, I thought, you know what, I might as well pick it up. And it's still available on Amazon. At least some of the volumes are. So the price is on screen right now. If I remember correctly, this was not much over, if at all, over the standard, in print $10 price for Viz manga nowadays. So honestly, I was very happy to get this because I could not find this. If I remember correctly, couldn't find it on Barnes & Nobles. Definitely couldn't. That's why I didn't show it in that video. And I couldn't find it on Right Stuff either. So getting this through Amazon was really cool. Again, highly suggest getting it through there if you need to pick this series up. Now, this next one might surprise you as well. It is also open because, again, how to make sure this was the right one for this right video. Hide and Closer Volume 4. Now, this does feel a little grimy, at least on the back. But what's cool is that it is Hide and Closer Volume 4. So, again, I needed to finish this series up. And maybe I can finish it up in this video. But what matters is that there were, again, only 7 volumes. When you look at how many I've gotten so far, pretty cool, but I just really wanted to make sure, especially when I saw that I couldn't get them on Right Stuff and Barnes & Nobles, that I really needed to find this series ASAP, because when you see something like that happening where it's either out of stock for a long time or sometimes just off of the website altogether, you gotta move fast. And so that's what I did here, and this thankfully wasn't that expensive. So moving on from this, we're actually going to go right over to the Right Stuff, which I did, again, had to open up before this video. Thankfully not off camera though, because what ended up happening was, just like in the last video, the Barnes & Nobles one, where I ended up showing off an FMA volume that was, I had to open up off camera because it was raining really hard. This basically happened here as well, but thankfully it wasn't raining that hard to the point where it was an emergency, had to not even set up the camera. No, I actually could set it up. I just had to do it in the moment because I didn't want a moldy box to be in my house. So in opening these all up, you can actually see that there is a wide variety of stuff, and it's actually some stuff that obviously with Hide and Closer I wanted to wrap this series up. By the way, with these volumes that I got that are actually right next to me right here, we can actually see that yes, volume 6 is the last volume that I needed, which means that yes, I actually ended up completing Hide and Closer. Now, when it comes to Fullmetal Alchemist, I mentioned last time that I actually was missing volume 24. Didn't realize in the video as I was recording, I was also missing volume 15. So, funnily enough, we actually have completed FMA as well. And the last one, which was the first one that I ended up pulling out of the box, was Akihabara at Deep. So this is a series that sadly was canceled, but I don't know if this will ever be picked up again. And even though there are 6 volumes in Japan, sadly it was canceled at volume frickin' 5. But I knew that if I wanted to check this out and I wanted it in my collection, I'd end up picking it up now. Thankfully, it still is available on Right Stuff. It's a bit more expensive than normal manga. If you're getting manga usually through Viz, obviously manga prices, there's a wide variety of manga prices. But if you're sticking to more traditional older Viz titles, you're going to be going with the $10 price point. Again, unless you go for signature or whatnot. So when it comes to Akihabara at Deep, it is more expensive than that. But I will say though that looking at this entire order, none of it was super on sale or anything like that, but Right Stuff usually does have stuff a little bit cheap, and I would highly suggest getting stuff through them for that very reason. And so looking at this, set, It wasn't like, you know, super duper on sale or anything, but I'm sure, you know, eventually these Akihabara at Deep volumes will be out of print, so rather pick them up now than later. I've started learning, everyone. As I've gotten older, I've started learning. And so, you know, being able to finish Hiding Closer is really cool, and especially after so long, finally being able to finish Full Metal Alchemist feels amazing. I am so happy to finally, in print, finish this series, and I'll get the chance to reread it, and I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with it again, and I'll be able to talk about it on this very channel. So these last two orders come from eBay, and when it comes to this first one, I thought I was going to get it. I thought I was going to get it for this price. Then someone ended up buying it, so I thought, oh well. And then I saw the other price, and the price was way over my rule. It was actually, and if you don't know my rule at this point, it's actually, if I'm going to buy something that's out of print, don't go over $30 per volume. If I'm buying a lot, well then it might end up being a lot, but it's not over $30 per volume. So in this case, this one was actually $30 on the dot. But the other one that I saw that, you know, was in stock once this one ended up being purchased was $50. And I was like, am I going to do this? Like, am I really going to do this? And then thankfully I waited long enough that for some reason this one popped back up on eBay and I ended up picking it up. I don't know what happened with the previous sale, but it ended up coming, you know, back into my view. Now, what is this? This is volume 1. Oh God, loud. Loud! Noise! Noises! Gotta be real careful with this tape. This is volume 1 of 2 of Afro Samurai. I have had volume 2 for years. It's actually right behind me. You can't see it because it's real low up here. It's behind the Guitar Hero, but it's right behind me. I've had volume 2 for years. Never had the chance to get volume 1. When I bought volume 2, volume 1 was already, I think, out of print. So I was like, oh, you know, I don't know. And then what happens when you make that mistake, everyone? Waiting too long means that, yes, you end up missing out, and it ends up being even more expensive than it was before. It might have been something like 20 or something along those lines. And I was like, no, I'll wait. Why? Why did I wait? So even though, yes, this was $30, I thought, you know what? If I have this second volume, and I know I'm not going to sell it, and I love Afro Samurai, I'm going to finally pick it up. And I did. Here it is. I am so happy to finally have it. I can check out these 2 volumes finally after over a freaking decade. So, whew, very, very happy to see this here. God, and it looks fantastic. By the way, yes, it also reads in the right to left order. Oh, I'm sorry, the left to right order, not the, you know, standard manga right to left order. That's what the author wanted to do, so that's just their thing. It's not actually something, you know, that Del Rey for some reason decided to do. No, that is something that the author did want to do. So just putting that out there in case you're looking at this and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? That's what's going on here. Wait, I said Del Rey, I meant 7 Seas. 7 Seas is the company that releases. So this last one is one that I did not expect to get. I did not think that I actually would be buying this. I didn't think that it was possible. I thought that it was too out of print, last I checked, and it was too expensive, last I checked, and then I found it online and I thought, okay, if these are legit, and they looked legit from all the pictures. Yes, by the way, there are manga out there that are fake, and if by the time this video is out, I should have done a video on fake manga out there and how you can spot the fakes. But yes, this does seem to be legit. I really hope this was a real listing. So let's actually open this bad boy up with the scissors. So I need to make sure that I don't bust this thing up. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not, you know, taking scissors to manga. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? I know how to use scissors. I'm just nervous. Okay. Come on. Damn you. Damn you, tape. My mortal nemesis, tape. Ah, tape. Damn you, tape. Tape, are you fucking serious? Okay, thank God. I could have never actually, like, taken out the manga. Okay, we're good. Alright, I'm feeling much safer now, knowing that, like, I would have just stabbed foam in the face. Okay. That's nice. What? Okay. Oh, wow. I should give this person a fantastic, like, 5 stars for this. This is actually really good. Wow. Okay, did not expect that at all. So this is Old Boy. And when you look at the price of these, what they're actually supposed to be, the retail, by the way, is $13.95. So these are supposed to be $13.95 per volume, brand new. And you would think to get a whole collection like this, that, no, and look, yes, there are going to be of varying degrees of quality, sure. But when you look at a collection like this, and honestly, looking at them, they look like they were done well. I don't like that that cover of the last volume. If you've seen I haven't read it, but I've watched the movie, the original one, the Korean one, and you know why I don't like it. So, point is that when you look at the actual quality of all of these, you would think that, okay, this is going to be an absurd amount of money, probably $30 per volume, right? Probably like going right up to my rule. No. These were literally under retail price per volume. So when I see manga that are out of print, that are out of stock, I think, man, like the company should really come back. They should really print more of these. Honestly, if someone could get this manga, the entire series, for that price, and it didn't immediately sell out on eBay, I think maybe, just maybe, everyone who wanted Old Boy was able to pick up Old Boy. Like, if not, tell me down below. Like, I do want to hear if you love this series and you wanted to pick it up and you didn't get the chance to. And honestly, if you didn't get the chance to, hopefully by the time this video is out, it's still up. There's actually a listing of Old Boy on eBay that's actually like library copies that I was going to get instead. And I'm perfectly fine with ex-library copies. They looked pretty good, all things considered, and they were around the same price as this. But the fact that I was able to pick all of these up, and I have doubles now. Like, I had Old Boy already. I just knew that I was never going to complete the set. And I thought that, you know, this was a sought-after series that nobody was ever going to let me get the chance to complete this for a reasonable price. And I was wrong. So that's pretty freaking cool, actually. Like, this pickups, you know, this trifecta really did me good, because I was able to finish Old Boy, Afro Samurai, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Hide and Closer all in one freaking order, and Akihabara at Deep, technically, in one freaking order. So we literally have five series that I was able to complete in this one order. And sure, it cost me, I say one order as if I didn't order it literally over a month or two. But still, the point is that I did not think I'd be able to do this. I am so happy to finally be able to do this, to finally be able to read these after, in print in the case of Fullmetal Alchemist, after years of not being able to. And so I am super duper excited, and I'm definitely going to check these out. And depending on how I feel about them, I'll be talking about them on this very channel. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, this was a super fun video. Hope you like the new format and the new setup. I hope I like the new format and the new setup in the editing room. So love you all. Take care. If you like videos just like this, please remember to like and subscribe. And I hope you tune in next time. So I'll see ya.